Yeah. So we're gonna sue Floyd Mayweather.
What's good with this?
Are we? What's good with the conversation about this? Last night you were doing one of these. Are we saying that or what?
He hasn't sued him yet.
Oh, got it.
We're still talking.
Got it.
There's still conversations that are happening.
Well, he got sued. You know he got sued.
He's been sued multiple times
for the same fight. Yo, something's going on, and there's one side that's very clear to see is beef shady.
Why does it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got don't cost money. Everything you do costs money.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. Without money, I'd be the same person.
Working for such a big name company, you would think you move from a small town city in Alabama to Los Angeles, Hollywood, and everything would be good. The grass would be greener, but the reality of it is we're not even getting paid. We're not even getting our funds.
Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane, I ain't gonna with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, if I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter, you know what I'm gonna do for you haters today? I'm gonna go $50,000 because I ain't got nothing else to do. Money made all day.
Can't just pay us on time. That's literally all we're asking for. I had to deal with depression. I had to deal with unsurety. I had to deal with conflict with my now wife because of me not figuring out where I'm gonna do, where am I gonna get money from to pay my bills? Like this is insanity, man. Like we've had like members come here and try to offer us like, you know, we can help you out here, we can give you money, or people gave us Chick-fil-A cards that we could try to eat food like this.
Once regarded as one of boxing's wealthiest champions, Floyd Mayweather is now facing growing questions about his financial condition. Although his career reportedly generated more than $1 billion, recent reports and public development suggest that his fortune may be declining rapidly. The man known as Money Mayweather built his reputation around an unbeaten record and a lifestyle centered on extraordinary wealth. But beyond the luxury and attention, a very different picture is now emerging. One that points toward a possible decline in his financial standing.
Eventually, like us, it's like, yo, we're simply not getting paid in full. Like, we've been dragged along for way too long now, and this guy finally filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather. So that's the one that's actually active and pending. And then here we are.
There's another one pending too.
Another one?
Yeah.
For the cash deal?
Yeah.
The one, the Dubai cash deal?
Correct.
Dude, he is broke, huh?
In earlier years, Mayweather became widely known for an extremely extravagant way of life. He flew around the world in private aircraft, collected rare automobiles in large numbers, and spent millions on jewelry, designer clothing, entertainment, and lavish nights out. His social media regularly featured piles of cash, high-end watches, and luxury getaways. He often claimed that his income came so quickly that counting it was unnecessary. At one stage, he was reportedly earning more than any other athlete worldwide. But more recently, his behavior appears to be telling a very different story.
One of the best investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month. When I first gave them $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. So I said, yo, the money kept coming on the 18th every month. 50,000 would come in. I still was competing, I still was fighting, I still was active, and I still was making crazy money. I told the guys, well, I'm gonna bring y'all another 8 figures. I said, I'm gonna bring you guys 8 figures now. I know I gave you guys 7 figures, but I'm gonna bring you guys 8 figures. It was paying off. So what I did was, I went and dumped 9 figures on them. When you see me, you see the cars, you see the flashy. It's a lot that comes along with that. A lot of smart moves that's behind the scenes.
After stepping away from professional boxing, Mayweather continued appearing in exhibition bouts. These events were not championship contests, but entertainment-focused matchups involving influencers, MMA competitors, and YouTube personalities. He faced Logan Paul, Deji, Aaron Chalmers, and others, often competing outside the United States and away from the major Las Vegas spotlight. Many of these appearances reportedly paid far less than the huge purses associated with his professional career. Even so, Floyd continued making trips back to the ring. Rather than simply enjoying retirement, he remained involved in events that appeared to place greater emphasis on financial rewards and on adding to his boxing legacy.
That's very clear to see is being fucking shady. You know why he got sued? I watched the video on it. It's a full breakdown. He is the promotional arm of his fights. It's why, in part, he makes so much money, because whereas a normal promotional company will take 30%, he is that. And so oftentimes for his fights, before the tickets can go on sale to the public, or like right as they go on sale, he'll buy a whole wing, a whole section, and then he'll sell them at a higher price, marked up, so he can make,
like all the floor seats. He takes all of them.
All of them. 3, 4, 5x. And it's part of his business.
Eddie Hearn has also spoken publicly about Mayweather's decision to continue competing. Hearn suggested that Floyd's participation in these lower-profile bouts could be connected to his financial circumstances. From his perspective, a pattern began to emerge. Mayweather was no longer returning to the ring primarily for recognition or sporting achievement. Instead, the continued fights appeared increasingly connected to maintaining a lifestyle that was becoming more difficult to sustain.
So one day, somebody asked you, because you know I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no money. That's why he doing exhibitions. No, Eddie don't believe that now. Yeah.
But Eddie will say some like that now.
Eddie will say some shit. But one thing, don't worry about that. But me and Eddie got it clear, didn't we, Eddie? Yeah. One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less, can't be less than 10. Because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account. Eddie, hold on.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter. You know what I'm saying?
In early 2025, during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, Mayweather reportedly spent more than $1 million. He reserved a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium, traveled with a large security detail, and made expensive purchases from high-end designer brands. Although his extravagant weekend attracted plenty of attention, the scale of the spending also raised concerns. For someone expected to have substantial passive and consistent income, spending such a huge amount over just a few days appeared excessive and potentially difficult to maintain.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best. It's counting money.
Adding to the growing concern surrounding his finances, Logan Paul publicly raised an issue involving an alleged unpaid balance. Following their 2021 exhibition, Paul claimed that Mayweather still owed him several $1 million. Mayweather acknowledged that the payment had been delayed, explaining that the timing was connected to how pay-per-view earnings are distributed. However, that explanation did little to settle the dispute. Paul subsequently threatened to pursue legal action. The suggestion that Mayweather, despite owning numerous expensive assets, could have difficulty paying an agreed amount added even more fuel to speculation about his financial stability.
Yeah, I mean, did you just not paid at all?
No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd. Coming for your millions and the last of your change.
Mayweather later turned attention toward what he presented as his latest business venture, real estate. He announced that he had invested $400 million into properties in Manhattan, claiming that he had acquired more than 60 buildings connected to affordable housing projects across New York. The investment was portrayed as a significant long-term move. However, later reports reportedly found no publicly available property records showing the portfolio directly under his name. Experts suggested that Mayweather may have held only a limited stake in an investment group rather than owning the entire collection. That raised further questions about the actual size of the transaction and how much capital for 2025. Another controversy emerged when employees at one of Mayweather's boxing gyms in Los Angeles reportedly staged a protest over unpaid wages. Trainers and other staff members gathered outside the facility, holding signs and claiming they had gone months without receiving their salaries. Footage from the demonstration quickly circulated across social media. The situation stood in stark contrast to the wealthy image Mayweather regularly displays. Reports of employees allegedly remaining unpaid while their boss continued traveling internationally and spending millions publicly added another dimension to the growing concern surrounding his finances.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Frank. I was a coach here at Mayweather Boxing Fitness Hollywood, and honestly, it's been disheartening to go through everything we've been going through. We haven't been getting paid fairly. It messes with your mental health. We had to rely on a member that worked at Chick-fil-A that granted us some free Chick-fil-A cards, so we're all eating unhealthy meals to the point where we can't even go home and get some fresh fruit. We're not able to literally pay for our bills. The debt, it accumulated to the point where it messed with the mental health. My wife had to go to the hospital for stress and anxiety from this job. We accumulated hospital bills. It's just a lot of different things that just kind of hurts your heart, and it sucks that you got to go through.
In response, Mayweather shared videos and statements online highlighting what he described as business meetings and real estate projects. He maintained that he was continuing to generate significant income through strategic investments and partnerships. Floyd claimed that his business arrangements were bringing in seven-figure monthly payments, while he continued displaying luxury possessions and high-end locations across his social media accounts. Even with these efforts to demonstrate his financial strength, many people remain doubtful about his claims. This was not the first occasion when questions emerged about Mayweather's financial situation. In 2017, reports revealed that he owed millions of dollars in taxes connected to his fight with Manny Pacquiao. He reportedly requested additional time from the IRS, explaining that he needed to wait until after his bout with Conor McGregor before settling the bill. The matter was eventually handled, but it became one of the earlier indications that Floyd's available cash flow might not always match the wealthy image he projected publicly. Mayweather has always embraced an extravagant lifestyle. He once suggested that saving money was something fearful people did. He also frequently claimed that he had little need for traditional banks because he preferred holding large amounts of physical cash. But maintaining that kind of lifestyle can become increasingly demanding over time. Private jet travel, expensive gambling, and constant luxury spending require a reliable stream of income. Without regular multi-million-dollar boxing purses, the pressure to preserve that image can become much greater.
I fight Logan Paul.
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big deal.
In recent years, Mayweather has taken various steps to maintain his income, including making nightclub appearances, promoting smaller boxing events, entering business agreements, and expanding his brand through social media. However, As revenue from his biggest fights has gradually disappeared, his financial safety net may not be as strong as many once assumed. Public records, complaints from employees, delayed payments, and lower-profile boxing events have collectively created a difficult picture to overlook. Despite continuing to reject claims of financial trouble, the available signs have led to growing speculation that Mayweather's financial empire could be getting smaller. A brand that once appeared nearly untouchable now seems considerably more vulnerable.
Coming out forward from our own pockets to make sure that that this brand is upheld correctly, or it never should have been this way. All of these things incur deep sadness, hurts, pains for our families, our friends, all the rest of these things like that. There's deep.
Mayweather's place among boxing's all-time greats remains undeniable. His unbeaten record and enormous career earnings have secured a lasting legacy, but the current questions surrounding his finances tell a very different story. They point toward possible mismanagement, risky decisions, and the enormous expense of constantly maintaining an image of wealth. The headlines, legal disputes, employee protests, and repeated returns to the ring all seem to point in the same direction. Floyd Mayweather built his identity around the idea of limitless wealth, but now there are growing questions about whether he is struggling to maintain the fortune and lifestyle that defined him.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
Whether Mayweather's fortune has actually disappeared or simply been reshaped, the image of him as the unquestioned king of money is no longer as invincible as it once appeared. The decline may not be complete, but the warning signs are becoming harder to overlook. An empire built on an unbeaten boxing career and larger-than-life spending no longer looks quite as secure as it once did. So, what do you think about the situation? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos appearing on the screen.